everyone, so this is going to be the snowflake inspired winter tutorial, and as you can see, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this side isn't done yet. You guys know that I don't edit my videos, so it's kind of hard for me to show you what it'll look like when it's done without doing it like this. I'm going to try to put a picture at the beginning of this video while it's uploading, and if that works, then that's how I'll go about my Barbie tutorial. I'll just post a picture before, because this looks kind of ridiculous, but that's what it's going to look like when it's done. Very pretty and blue and sparkly and white and just fun. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a primer, and I'm looking for a primer if you're wondering what I'm doing. There we go. I'm going to take my NYX eyeshadow base, and this is in the white color that looks like this, and the reason I'm doing that is to make the colors brighter, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on and smear it around. The white goes a long way, so you don't have to use a whole lot. Okay, then I'm going to take an eyeshadow palette, and this is the BHcosmetics 120 color palette. This is the second edition, and you can just use any blue color like I'm about to show you. Just like this shimmery blue color right here is the color that I'm going to take, and it's a really pretty shimmery blue, and that's what it looks like when it's on. So I'm going to take that, and I'm also going to be using my Eco Tools brushes, and well, some of those and some different ones, but mostly my Eco Tools brushes. And the first one that I'm going to be using is this one. It's just like a fluffier topped eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to dip that into the blue color and then tap off the excess, and I'm just going to put that on from about here, where your eyebrow starts to arch, to the end of my eye. Just like that, and I'll zoom in for you guys so you can see it. There you go. Just like that. And if you get it a little too far over there, that's fine, we'll fix it. And I'm just gonna bring that up a little bit also, so that it's visible when your eye is closed like that. So just go ahead and pat that on. And like I said, you're going to want to be tapping off the excess because you really don't want blue eyeshadow fallout all over your face. So, and we're going to pack that on pretty well, because it is such like a blue pretty color and it is a snowflake tutorial. You definitely want that blue color to show. So we're going to pack that on pretty well. Okay, so then I'm going to take this little brush. Focus, there we go. This came with one of my L'Oreal Hip eyeshadow pigments, but you can just take any smaller eyeshadow brush that you can control pretty well at the tip. And I'm going to dip that into, this is the BHcosmetics 120 color palette first edition. And I'm going to dip that into this blue color right here at the top. It's the third one over. And I'm just going to dip it in there. It's a little bit lighter than the other color. Not so much that you can tell a lot, but it does give a little bit of a different color. And we're going to put that into this corner. And just pat that on a little bit. And then over top of that, just to give it a little bit of a lighter effect, I'm going to put this light blue, kind of robin's egg blue color on top, and you can just use the same brush because we are mixing them. And I'm just going to pat that on the top of it, just to make it a little tiny bit lighter. And then you just want to blow. And then I'm just going to mix those two together so that there's not a harsh line. Just blend it a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to take this really, really small tipped brush from EcoTools, and you can use any really small tipped brush. I'm going to dip that into my primer, just the tip of it, and I'm going to literally draw around my eye and underneath my eye with that. Just like that. And the reason for this is so that you can precisely put on, and then you can just pat that down so that it's not such a harsh white color. The reason for that is so that you can precisely put this blue, light blue line around your eye, because blue is a really hard color to do like a line like that with, so I did want to do it like that. And then I'm going to take this light blue color that we just used to pat over top, and that's what we're going to put around our eye. And you're going to put that in the inner tear duct, in the inner corner, and all the way around. And then I'm just going to pat it to make sure that I don't have a lot of excess. Now I'm going to take a makeup removing wipe to get the excess or the fallout off of this part of my eye, because you really don't want that there whenever you do your concealer and stuff, or it'll blend in with the concealer and have a little bit of a bluish tint. So I'm going to take a Neutrogena wipe and just wipe that off from down there, and then just wipe the wetness from the wipe off. Okay, so now for my highlight, I'm going to take this kind of bigger brush from EcoTools, but you can use any highlighting brush. And I'm going to use, I have two palettes here that look a lot similar, so I'm sorry if it's taking me a second to figure out which one it's in, but it's really hard to work with two really big palettes in such a small area like this camera, because, you know, you can't move around too much, so it makes it a little bit difficult. Okay, so I'm going to take this color. This palette is really messy, but I'm going to take this creamy white color, and I'm going to dip the brush into that, and I'm going to use that as my highlight color. I'm just going to put that all above the blue color, and I'm not going to blend it in because it's a snowflake tutorial and I kind of like the harsh line, because snowflakes are very like symmetrical and very I can't really explain it. They have like pretty sharp lines, so I don't really want to mix it too much. And then I'm going to take the blue color that we patted around our eye right here, and I'm also going to lightly put that there, because this cream color does tend to have a little bit of a yellowish tint, and if you do that, it gives it a little bit more of a bluey tint, and it's kind of makes it a little bit iridescent, where depending on where you turn, it's a different kind of looking color. Okay, so obviously the next thing is going to be eyeliner, and I'm going to be taking my Revlon Colorstay liquid eyeliner, and as you can tell over here, I gradually get a little bit thicker with it towards the end, and then I'm going to wing it out. So I'm just going to take it, and I like to hold my eye. Obviously it's not really good for you, it causes premature wrinkles, but I have to do it. It's just how I do it, I don't know why. And I'm going to make a really little line going into a thicker line. The good thing about this kind of eyeliner is that it's pretty fixable, so if you mess up, it's not, you know, a huge ordeal. And then I'm just going to wing it out just a little bit at the end. don't know why this little part is really bothering me. That's fine, that gives me a chance to show you how to fix it. So if you have a problem like that where something is just really, really bothering you, even though whenever you put your mascara on, that'll usually not be as visible. I will take this blue color that we started with, this sparkly blue, and I'm going to dip this angled brush into it. And this would usually, for me, be used as an eyeliner brush, but I do use this to fix it also. So I'm going to take it and drag it along the top of this line to fix it because it is so sparkly and shiny that it will end up kind of hiding any flaws that you tend to have. And of course I got eyeliner up there. It's really hard to do this in a camera. I know that it doesn't seem like it would, but it's different than using a camera is a lot different than using a mirror. So, well, anyways, you would have to get that off. If you make any mistakes, just kind of like rub it with a little bit of water or a makeup wipe and go over it. But right now I'm trying to, for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that. So now I'm going to take my Falsies mascara by Maybelline, and I'm just going to coat my lashes in that. And then I'm going to take this, and this is something I just purchased today. This is the Hard Candy Lash Tinsel, and this is in the color Disco Ball, and that is the reason that my eyelashes are spidery on this side. I kind of like them spidery because I think it gives it kind of like an icicle effect, and it gives a sparkle and it's kind of fun. So that's what I'm going to do again. If you don't like them to be spidery, you might not want to use this, but if you don't mind the spidery look, then go ahead and put that on also, and that goes just right over your mascara. You see what I mean? It gives it a spidery effect, and it does get everywhere, so just if that happens, just go like that and it'll go away. This is definitely something I will not purchase in another color because it's driving me insane. But for this tutorial, the person who requested this tutorial asked for a sparkly kind of white and blue snowflake look, and I don't really like sparkles, so I tried to find something that would be sparkles in a way that I can handle sparkles. So anyways, now we're going to go on with the tutorial into face makeup. I did get a request for my everyday foundation routine, so that's kind of what this is going to be because this is the foundation routine I tend to do every day. So here we go. First I'm going to take the photoready concealer, and this color is in light medium. That's the color that I am. I'm actually in between colors. This one's a little bit darker, but it tends to be okay. And I'm just going to like dab that on my eye underneath of it because I tend to have dark circles in the morning. And we are going to do our lower lashes, but I do that after my foundation. So I'm just going to dab that on. And then I'm going to take it around my mouth because, like I said before, I like to have a little extra coverage there, especially if it's like a holiday look because you tend to be eating and drinking at parties and stuff like that. So just blend it in really well. Okay. And I'm going to take two foundations that I mixed together, and the ones that I mixed together are the L'Oreal CoverGirl, or the CoverGirl Buff Beige. I don't know, it's the Clean, I forget what it's called, it's something Clean. And then I'm going to also take, it has like the thing rubbed off, I have to get a new one. And then I'm going to also take the Aqua CG Smoothers by CoverGirl in a tinted moisturizer in light to medium, and I'm going to mix those together. You can do it wherever you want. I tend to do it on like the back of my hand or a flat surface, but right now I'm going to do it in the back of my hand. So I'm just going to take a little bit of each, and I'll show you about how much of each before I mix them together. So I take about that much of each, and it usually ends up being too much, but I'd rather it be too much than too little because if I mix it again, it won't be the exact same color, and then I'm just going to mix it on my hand. Then I take my Sonia Cashew sponge, and this one's dirty because I just used it this morning, and I literally used like the whole thing because I was trying to get it evenly dirty so that when I clean it, it's evenly clean. And I know that that sounds weird, but it's like an OCD thing. I really don't know. And I'm just going to pat this all over my face. If you have any blemishes, you're going to want to put concealer on those, but I don't have any on the side of my face. So, well, I have one right there, but I'm not too concerned because I'm not obviously going to wear the snowflake inspired look for the rest of the day. I'm probably going to take it off, and well, I am going to take it off because I'm going to film my Barbie tutorial, so. And then I'm going to pat it underneath my eye. I like this because it does have the pointed tip to go right under my eye. So just like that. And then if you like to be shiny, I guess you could stop there. I don't really like the shiny kind of look. So I take my Physicians Formula in the Happy Boosting Translucent. And this is the powder. And I take a big brush. I use the Eco Tools. I think this is the blush brush from Eco Tools, but I do use it for a powder brush. I just like the way that it works. And I dab it in there. And then I just put it all over my face. And then I make sure to get under my eye a lot too, because sometimes with big fluffy brushes we don't tend to get under our eyes. So then I'm going to take this blush, and this is, I hate finding stuff in makeup bags. Okay, and this is in Pretty Peach. This is by CoverGirl, and I'm going to just lightly put it on my face so that I don't look super white. Like, you know, I don't look super like evenly coated because I don't like it to look like I'm wearing tons of makeup. So then I'm going to take the Sparkle, the Lash Tinsel by Hard Candy again, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lashes as well. Okay. Now for lips, I'm going to take... I usually pull everything out before I do a tutorial that I'm going to use, but this bathroom is actually smaller than the one upstairs in this hotel that we had before we moved rooms for the cats, so it's really hard to like find anywhere to put everything. So I have to like keep it in the bag and just search for it. It drives me crazy. I might try to figure something out before I do the Barbie tutorial. This tutorial feels like a test run. Okay. So then I'm going to take my Revlon lipstick in Nude Attitude, which is just this nude color, and I'm going to put that all over my lips. I really didn't want to use a red or a pink or anything like that because it tends to be a little bit too much. Okay, and then I'm going to take... It's gonna drive me crazy. I definitely am gonna have to figure out something before I do the other tutorial. So I'm gonna take my liquid lip shine from NYC, and this is in Brighton Beach Peach, and I'm just going to put that over top. Just a little of it to give a shine. And then if you want to, I don't know how you know, it just depends on like what it looks like for you, or I just dropped everything. And I dropped all of my brushes and water. Life is good today. It's been like a very long morning. So anyways, I would fill in my eyebrows. I already did this one. I actually think it's a little bit too harsh. But I would fill in my eyebrow if you want to do that, or if you have any other little things that you do to tweak your face, then go ahead and do that. But this is pretty much the finished look. It's very, very blue. It's a very bold kind of look for the holidays. So if you're looking for something a little bit more bold, if you're trying to show up a relative that you don't really like, you know, little things like that. If that's what you're trying to go for, then this look is definitely for you. If you're trying to show up in pictures a little bit more than everyone else in the picture, this is definitely a bold look. So if you like this, or if you want a different tutorial, please let me know down below. I will talk to you guys a little bit later today because I'm going to be filming my Barbie tutorial, unless my brushes don't dry because I just knocked them into water. And that's about it. So I will talk to you guys later, and thank you for watching.